right now you're probably researching two cameras. You want a DSLR that is a beginner, it's cheap, it's under 300 bucks. You can get it on Amazon for cheap, but you don't know all the things you may need. And you probably are researching the RX 100, and you're going through the same thing I'm going through by actually owning both of these cameras, which is that this is so good, it almost traps you. Why do I need a DSLR? Okay, listen, how you doing? My name is Sean Brown. You're welcome to the Sean Brown channel. I hope you would think about subscribing to where we can grow with the camera knowledge together. I'm a beginner just like you. Now, I've had this RX 100 for I'll say about a year and a half to about a year and a half. Really filming with it exclusively about 7 months exclusively. And I will say that it is so powerful and so convenient and so, I mean, just does so much that it is hard to conceive leaving it. I mean, it is so strong for such a small camera that I'm trying to upgrade to the DSLR. Why am I trying to upgrade to the DSLR? Because certain things you can't really do with this point and shoot. Let's point those things out. The bokeh background isn't as easy. It can get some bokeh background, but you know, you can't get those lenses like the 16 to 35 millimeter, 14 millimeter, nifty 50. You can't switch the lenses off of this body. You know, it's not, you just can't. But if you're just somewhere and you want to get a quick vlog out, it is perfect for that. Can whole channels be ran on this? Yes. You can run your whole channel off of this one little camera. Whole channel. One little camera. You don't need no add-ons, no nothing. But staunch competition, and for the sake of wanting to know more and the sake of wanting to learn more, you're definitely gonna have to upgrade. So what I said to myself, I'm going to go get a DSLR. So what I did was I went on Amazon and I got one of these. This is a D3300. Okay, nice camera, does what it's supposed to do. But let's talk about a couple of the drawbacks that I just wasn't thinking in my right mind when I purchased this camera. What I really should have got was the D5600, because this does not have a front-facing camera. And the way that I'm doing this video now, I can look into the front-facing camera. What I'm on right now is the AX53 Handycam from Sony. And with this one, you can't. So basically, this camera can only be used, I would think, for photography, unless you get a mount where a front-facing, you get a monitor and slide it on there, and then that's like that big, and there's a whole, no, when you can just go get an articulating screen with the D5600, which is probably what I'm gonna do. Other than that, the autofocus on this camera is it just pales in comparison. It's an older camera. I'm not even gonna lie, it seems like some of the images that I get with this are sharper if I'm close up. Of course, this doesn't have the zoom capability, but it's sharper. The autofocus is like lightning fast on this one compared to this one. I can really see the difference. Yes, this is an older camera, but it made me really think about, what do I really need for what I do? I do vlogs, I talk about cameras, and I do traveling. That's what I do, and a lot of it I will be needing to film myself. So really think about articulating screen. It makes or breaks the purchase. Okay, it really does. It makes or breaks the purchase. So if I was you, I would spend the extra $150, $200 used to get maybe the D5600 or something like that has a screen where even if it's pointing at you, you could pull it out, twist it, and it'd be looking right at you, like right here. It's really worth it for you to do that. This, if you're just a strictly photography person and you want to learn, and you said, all I want to do is photography, I don't really care about the video aspect of it, good camera. You're just starting out, man, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You're into wildlife photography. Sometimes the crop sensor is actually good for wildlife photography. Apparently, it can fit a long range of lenses, so you will be able to do what you need to do on that. I've taken a lot of pictures with this camera. You want to see what those pictures are like, it's on my Instagram at Sean Brown Photos. And I'll put a link under the description, and you can see exactly this camera in action, but only with the 1855. Now, this is the thing. Am I getting rid of this camera? I'm really fighting with it. I just want to get the D5600, but I may buy some lenses first. Right? I may buy some lenses first and try to go in and go from there if I can find some used cheap Craigslist, eBay, something like that, where I actually can, you know, mess with a little bit of the range, because the purpose of this camera was for me to just to learn the DSLR, and I feel like I've learned what I needed to learn, and now there's some things about it that I just can't ignore, like the articulating screen, like the slow moving autofocus is actually slowing me down. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to get this to a family member of mine, and I'm just going to get the D5600. Now, if you're just into photography only, it's a good camera to start with, man. It's 200 bucks, 300 bucks. You run down there, you get go to Amazon, you put that in, it'll come to the house, and you can do whatever you know, do what you need to do, just taking pictures. But me, I take pictures. A lot of, I mean, I say 90% of what I do online is video, so it does have to have the video capability and things that I need to be able for it to make sense. And right now, I've grown out of it, so I'm gonna have to give this to a family member. Hopefully she can get into photography and start off. It's cheap enough for her. If she says she wants to switch lenses, I can get her some cheap lenses and we can go from there. But other than that, you know, it does what it's supposed to do. But, you know, this channel's also, we're doing video as well. We're learning video as well. And I should have thought of the articulating screen. It's my fault. Nothing against Nikon. So that's pretty much that. But really, the RX100, it's still my main camera. It's still running 90% of the if I'm moving, I'm using this. If I'm sitting still, I'm using the AX53. But it's still gonna run most of the channel, man, period. And that's just what I wanted to come on here and say today. I will leave links for both of these under here, and I'll be putting myself right now. I'm about to upload this vlog that I did with this, talking about this, for you to actually see this baby in action. I'm about to upload that. Should I upload that before? Yeah, I'm about to upload that, and then I'll figure out which one's gonna come out first, and then you'll be able to see this thing in action. Motion, pictures is in this vlog, zooming, everything's in there. How it looks when you're talking to yourself, when you're using the actual vlog screen. That's the screen right there. You see how it just pops up. See that? Just pops on up. Boop. You know, perfect little screen situation there, and you'll actually see it in action to see maybe is this camera for me. Remember, there's 5 other versions of this camera: Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 5. So I mean, you don't have to go get the Mark 5. I did, and I'm extremely happy with it. The problem I'm having also, when I upgrade to the 5600, do I want this or do I just want an AX6500? My problem with Sony is that the overheating. That's an issue. This baby will overheat. I mean, lightning McQueen fast. If you put it on 4K, you got 3-4 minutes without it overheating. If you're in a place where it's direct sun a lot, you could be on 1080p, it could overheat. And that seems to be the problem that is plaguing a lot of Sony. I don't know if the 6500 has an overheating issue, but I'm going to research that before I purchase it. If it does, I'm probably going to go out with the Nikon 5600 or the D810. I figure, shoot, swing for the fences and learn how to use it later, right? That's what I'm thinking. So, question in the comments: Sony A6300, 6500, or should I go with the Nikon full-size DSLR body? I'm fighting with this because I've had a good situation with Sony cameras. See, I'm on a Sony camera now, and I'm using this one now. That's the question. It's a hard question, man, because I mean, I love, you don't understand, I love this camera. I really do. Like, I'm in a quasi-sexual relationship with this camera. I love this camera. It can go no wrong. I mean, it is a stroke of genius. It only seems natural that I get the big brother with the 6500 or Mark something. I don't know what to do because I like a Nikon product as well. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Is the lenses more expensive for Sony? Is the lenses cheaper for Nikon? Will the Nikon stand the test of time better than the Sony mirrorless will? I'm wrecking my brain trying to figure it out. I don't know. Welcome to the channel, it's the Sean Brown channel, where we are learning together. I'm not an expert, you're not an expert. You don't want no one throwing numbers at you that you don't understand, just like I don't like that. We're gonna buy the product, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna use it, we're gonna review it together. Trucker Brown. No, I'm not, that's my other channel. Trucker Brown's other channel. Sean Brown. This is my name regular. Thank you.